Baby, I can't lie, you look amazing. Like the models in my Playboy pages. Flashback.
Hello guys, and welcome back to the 7th episode of the Madden Redskins rebuild series. Here we are trying, well, what were we trying to cut it down to? A 63-man roster, so we only really need to cut 3 more guys off this roster, and then we can give you the full look at who is making the roster cuts. So I think we were left off at right guard, potentially probably starting Nick Harris there since they're the same overall. Ooh, actually maybe put Jawan Taylor somewhere around there. For right ends, we'll have to look. Probably start Juwan Okora here. We only really need to cut 3 guys off this roster, so it'll most likely be guys that won't contribute a whole lot to this roster. DeAndre Walker's a guy we might have to cut. 82 speed. Oh, Luvu. We'll have to cut him. He doesn't quite have the speed compared to these other guys that we had to add. And then, yeah, I guess Jordan, the right outside linebacker, has to get cut. 53 men. Jackson, I mean, obviously we're going to have to start. We'll probably have to start Javelin. That's 1, 2. Probably cut Danny Johnson off the end of this. Let's see, free safety wise, we have a lot of guys here. Deshaun Everett's going to have to go. In some of these positions, I mean, I was going to cut it down to 53, but some of these positions will get filled at the end. Cameron Curl, he's a guy I'll probably just keep for a minute here. So we got it down to 62, which is what we wanted. We'll go to the depth chart now. We'll have it auto adjust. It'll probably be all messed up. So we definitely want to start Jalen Hurts. That's a good order for those guys. Tyler Johnson will move. Adrian Killens up. Fullback, probably put Joseph here. Josiah. Let's see. We probably want to start Dan. He is still 23, so we could sign him to a huge deal. Anyway, let's see. Emmanuel Hall should probably be up here. Burnett, I would like to have up here, but if we can't make it work, we can't make it work. So I do like that order. We'll have to check with those ages and stuff in a second. So Jay Oliver will probably be second here, with Sternberger just out of the rotation. Because most likely if I'm running double tight end, I'm not running a fullback anyway. Let's see, let's move the left tackle here. Numati. We'll have Davis there, obviously. Cushionberry the third there. Let's see, Jawan might actually do good here. Let's add him. Ooh, Jawan's actually starting somewhere. No, I think we want, what's his name over here? Yeah, we'll probably want him. So then we'll move Jawan to right tackle. Or right guard, I should say. So that will do it for those guys there. Let's see who we want to start over here. We probably want to start Joseph. Definitely want to start, yeah, Gathers. And probably start Noah Dawkins over here on this outside linebacker position. We have so much talent to wade through. It's kind of hard to pick one over the other. I did want to get Joseph up in there. We do have Vance, but also Kaliki Hudson. It's 5 a.m. Go to bed, D. Thanks, bro. It is definitely 5 a.m. 5 a.m. Great for streaming. Quiet ass house. Great to lock up the rest of this roster. So let's see. Kaliki is 22. So we probably do want to start him somewhere. It's just where do we want to start him? Obviously we gotta start No Dawkins and Gathers. But do we have to start Joseph? He's 22, 87, 89. That's a tough one. Might have to wrap back around to that one. Let's see here. Obviously, we will want to start Javelin, Dorsey, followed by probably Scott, and then Christian Fulton. So the two best guys probably won't even get to start anyway over on that side. So let's see. We might just, let's take Joseph, we'll put, where is he? At that 87, 89, we might just put him there temporarily. We'll see how well he performs. Maybe flip-flop those two. Obviously, I think we wanted Jay Scott in the third spot. We wanted Khalid, Dorsey. Let's see which one of those two has the better speed. Oh yeah, it's definitely Gendry. Dorsey, Scott. And then yeah, Fulton and then Greg Stroman is fine. So we'll have that one locked up. Obviously we're going to start Red Wine and then Lock. Definitely do not want to start Cameron Curl. Don't know why he's even anywhere in the discussion. And then Troy Apke as the backup to both of those guys. And we'll just throw Josh Jackson in here at the end. Kicker, obviously, you know, our kicker is going to be Tucker McCann. Then our punter is going to be Braden Mann. Kind of funny, both of those got the two. It's got the double entendre right there, the Can and the Man. Let's see who we want to start here. Probably start Dan here just because he's a wide receiver. He's probably got more skills moves than any of those other guys. Obviously, we don't care about any of that. We'll make sure Ty Johnson is our third down running back, but they're all rated terribly. So we'll make sure, you know, just get these guys in there. It's hard to differentiate between these two. I mean, 92, 93. So he's a couple better there, so I might move him there. I think we want Burnett here probably. Well, hold up. Manuel Hall's way faster. Left end we'll probably have our main man Noah Dawkins over here. And then on the other side, let's see. Who do we want? Probably have, with a little bit better on both those, probably have Gather Davis here. But a ton of good linebackers on this team that I can tell just from the jump. A ton of good like speed and probably block shedding skills. So who do we want there? Let's have Kaliki Hudson there, just to make sure that doesn't interfere with any of our other lineups. Yeah, I'm fine with Fulton being there. Fulton or Scott. So that'll be the wrap up to this roster section for these first 3 preseason weeks. I don't think there won't be anybody to add on free agency. We'll quickly clear our, what is that, 60 million cap penalty. The end of the preseason here, and we'll probably have one for a few years. Let's go to salary, see how much it'll be next year. Probably be more towards the tune. Yeah, I was gonna say 80 million, but it's gonna be actually 92 million. So we'll have to clear that for the next 2 or 3 seasons before we're able to have our own roster amplifications from who we actually signed and wanted. But so far, you can tell we got a pretty good roster wrap up here. I mean, we got Jalen Hurts starting, Ty Johnson. We got Dan Chincia, who was in our other Madden league. At strong safety, he was actually stud there. He's actually our wide receiver now. And then we got Burnett, Jeff Thomas, and a ton of other speed killers there. Then we got Hakeem Butler, backed up by Jeff Oliver. So a ton of speed at the receiver or the tight end and receiver positions. Really solid offensive line, ton of great depth there, so that way when we do have injuries on, it won't affect, the depth there. Left end, right end, probably won't start anybody there. I'll probably start linebackers there, so none of these guys really make a difference there. Okura, he'll probably actually start at his right lineman position with his speed. Tim Settle and Washington Jr. will probably be the 2 guys who mainly play. I usually go with a 2 defensive tackle set, and then obviously we have a bunch of stacked linebackers. We'll be starting Gathers, Dawkins, and Kaliki Hudson at the left, middle, and right outside linebacker position. Gendry, Dorsey, Scott, and Fulton will be our 4-man group in that order for the cornerbacks, and then whoever's after that. I think it's Stroman who's that 5th spot, and then if it worst comes to worst, then we'll have good depth there. Sheldrick Redwine, and he's going to be backed up by Troy Apke in this free safety position, and then P. Locke the third is going to be our free safety, backed up by Troy Apke again, and then worst comes to worst, somebody else, probably a cornerback, probably Josh Jackson. McCann, our kicker, and then Mann, our punter. So we're all locked up there. And going into the preseason, this is a pretty good 62-man roster for under 70 overall. I'm really happy with all the guys that we were able to get, and potentially even make our roster better after the first 3 or 4 preseason weeks, when we're going into that 4th preseason week where other teams have to make cuts, have to make, obviously their like 10-man practice squad rosters. So they are going to have a 53-man roster. It's going to be cut down pretty much 12 or 13 guys per roster, so we could potentially see a lot more guys on this team that are already here. But I won't be looking to make any moves unless it's absolutely necessary. I'm actually satisfied a whole lot with the way this team's set up speed-wise. We got, a bunch of killers on this team. We got Jalen Hurts, who's been a killer all year. But that'll do it for this video, guys. Look forward to the preseason wrap-up and the official 53-man roster and the 10-man practice squad roster. That'll probably be a quick, 5-10 minute wrap-up video for or wrap-up episode, I should say, for the end of the preseason. We'll, see who we got going into week 1, and then we will get into week 1 against the Eagles. So look forward to all that and more coming to the channel soon. Thank you for liking this video. Thank you for subbing to this video. And thank you for continuing to support my YouTube channel. Hopefully I'd like to see this grow. Obviously I'd like to throw up more comments at the end of videos. You know, people who commented good stuff about, you know, intros, outros, where they like the content. And then looking forward to content, a ton of Red Dead Online to come out. Probably a 7 days series starting soon. Obviously this series, there's going to be more to come out. Madden 20 series is still coming out, so you can see some of the players that we have on this roster over there fully developed. Dan Chancia, who's a receiver on this team, is a safety stud there. Noah Dawkins and a ton of other great players. So be looking forward to all that and more. More Among Us, more Warzone, more there's a Greedfall series coming out. So a ton of stuff coming in the next few months. Be looking forward to all that and more coming up on the channel. Thank you for the like and the sub.
Baby, I can't lie, you look amazing. Like the models in my Playboy pages. Flashback to my image.